Hey, check it out. The Malta's already driven off its borders.
Malta, what is your status? Over.
I don't believe it! They're retreating! We won!
And
Oh, dude, this past week, Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo 2 Classic was in the flight testing mode. It legitimately was one of the best experiences I've had in a long time playing campaign and playing multiplayer. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear this voice line yet again.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
Today I'm going to be discussing my experiences in the Halo 2 flight over the past week. It's ended, I think, today or tomorrow, depending on when the video goes up. So I'm going to be playing some background footage that I got from campaign and multiplayer, taking you through my first impressions, my concerns, and also what I'm so excited about for the future of Halo, how both these games could save the Halo franchise once and for all, and keep the high player base when Halo Reach launched. So I just have a list of notes that I want to talk through over this nice gameplay that I got for you guys. Hopefully it's not too potatoey. Let's just dive right into it. So I'm going to touch on the campaign. Everyone should know the story of Master Chief, and it's really such a great experience to play it again on the monitors and obviously the hardware that's like way better than the Xbox was. 60 plus FPS for the most part. The campaign is absolutely beautiful. The enhanced and remastered graphics, sounds, and the way it handles is just really good. For the most part, it was completely stable, and I don't know if it was part of my PC or just the MCC Insider app that I downloaded, but sometimes in Delta Halo, that mission, when the terrain would load, because it's such a huge map and obviously like the graphics are enhanced to a certain degree, it caused 1 or 2 crashes. It wasn't anything crazy, just a few freezes or stutters like a restart could just fix. What they have done, and I think what they had done before when they remastered everything, is they picked up the feel and the love of Halo 2, and they kept that classic feel and the high stakes or whatever. Like, just in general, the campaign is same old, and it's really good, and it feels nice, plays good, and it's still as challenging as ever on heroic or legendary status, which is what I love. Those fucking like ultra elites with the quad shields or whatever that survive a sticky nade. The only problem I had was that during one of the Arbiter missions, the Flood would actually bug out and would do triple damage to you. The regular attacks of the Flood smacking you in the face, it registering it 3 or 4 times rather than just once for the hit. But overall, the campaign experience with the missions available was really good. One of my favorite ones is Gravemind, because it's so hard and legendary. I played it through. I don't have any footage of it, unfortunately, because I didn't want to record it. I just wanted to experience it. Playing through that whole sequence of rescuing the Marines and stuff in Gravemind, fantastic. Campaign, no issues, no game-breaking issues, except the frame bugs that are consistent with the flight. All right, so I want to spend a good deal of time in this video talking about how the multiplayer feels, because while the campaign in Halo 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary is fantastic, looks great, sounds great, keeps the same vibe as it did in the original games, Halo is a multiplayer experience, and multiplayer, it's ultimately what's going to keep the population up and going and growing.
Slayer.
So going right into it, I'm telling you right now that it feels pretty good overall. It's only then, once you reach like an analytical point, that you can start seeing the flaws and what could happen. In the flight, Halo 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary are both on par with how Halo Combat Evolved and Halo Reach is currently, with how it feels and the consistencies and the frame rates and stuff. That's both good and bad. And then there's one exception: crouching while moving. It's not available in the flight for some reason, which doesn't make any sense to me, because it's available in Halo CE and in Halo Reach right now. So maybe it's just not programmed when they're bringing over the files. Hopefully that gets worked out before it's full release. So the frame rates about above 100 FPS for the most part is in Halo 2 Classic, which is the gameplay you guys are watching right now. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to capture any Halo 2 Anniversary with enhanced graphics, in which it feels like Halo 4. It feels completely good. The BR feels consistent, and it feels really nice on the FOV increase. You feel the battle rifle in the hands of a mouse and keyboard player. It feels nice. And also the big bonus is the button combinations, the BXR. For me, it's literally called mouse 4 R left click, which is still cool that it still works and everything. And the melee ranges and everything, it seems the same, which is really cool. So overall, the multiplayer experience I had is a positive one. When people were beating me out and stuff like that, I could definitely see like, oh wow, I misplayed that, or like I just suck, you know? Game plays really well in the high frame rates, and it just feels really smooth. So now I'm gonna talk about some of the bad things that I found when I experienced it in the flight. Is in multiplayer, the animations sometimes would just bug out. The reload animations, even though I do reload cancel and everything, it seemed like my elbow would come through the screen sometimes, or when you look at the ground and you look at the consistencies of the ground, because of the high frame rates, it looks like you're almost sliding on an untextured ground, almost like ice or whatever. But it doesn't affect your movement at all, but just the looks of the animation and how the terrain is and everything, it seems like it is inconsistent with the high FPS and everything. Once you lock your game to 60, everything is fine, but it seems like this problem or bug is with when you unlock the frame rates and make it into unlimited, and it makes the terrains like almost bug out and like the textures and stuff. But other than that, it didn't really affect my firefights, except when we're in an open map, like I think the Blood Gulch map. If you are fighting an enemy in the long distance, a long distance fight seems like a struggle with the FPS as well. Hopefully that gets ironed out. So another thing that I found while playing the multiplayer, it was prevalent in the old Xbox games, and it's prevalent in most of the Halo games, but it's connection. So I live in Australia, and so I'm connecting to the West Coast servers in the US. In Halo Reach right now, it's actually pretty decent, the lag compensation. It's not too terrible. But in Halo 2, when the battle rifles, when you can get 4-shot and everything that happens to you, the connection compensation is pretty terrible, and it feels quite bad when the respawn timer takes a million years, even though you know yourself you're not lagging. That's just my thing. I am used to playing on high ping. I connect to the West Coast or East Coast servers. In the current game of Halo Reach and everything, it doesn't feel that bad, even though I do have that ping. But in Halo 2, it felt really terrible, and it just felt like I was 4-shotting people and it didn't register. Hopefully they can fix the problem, because this was a problem during Xbox, the original Xbox and Xbox 360. I don't want to see this as a problem in PC, because it's gonna completely diminish the population like it did before. Closing on the animations, the unlimited FPS just sometimes makes it weird, and the connection-based stuff is just absolutely terrible. I think hopefully they do something in the future, especially with the original Halo 2. Something that I'm really excited about, and how this game, when it comes to MCC on Steam, is it could save Halo. It literally could, because the H2A uses the Halo 4 engine, and it feels like a brand new game, like a AAA title, not something brought over or ported over from like a nostalgia feel. It actually feels like a AAA title that they have created, and it has the potential to bring new players into the Halo franchise, and not just people completely riding out on the nostalgia train by playing it again. The battle rifle feels smooth. I think the aim assist is kind of weird. Bullet magnetism on the sniper rifle, I didn't realize how much bullet magnetism it had in Halo 4 because I was on console with aim assist. But you can actually tell on mouse and keyboard that the game is doing a lot of work for you. Hopefully it irons it out and makes it more consistent, and irons out so that doesn't really play a part, because aim assist on mouse and keyboard, it's going to destroy the morale of controller users. Even though it's controversial, the community thinks about aim assist on controllers versus the aim assist on mouse and keyboard. Only on that, I'm pretty hopeful that this game, the anniversary and the original game coming to PC, is going to skyrocket the population of Halo yet again, and it's going to bring not just the people that want to go on the nostalgia trip and everything, but it's going to bring brand new players, because nothing plays like Halo. It brought back the memories of when I was 10 years old, 12 years old, playing this game, grinding it out, and I can definitely see myself playing it a lot longer than Halo Reach, because it doesn't have the bullshit bloom or the armor mechanics, and your shields recharge super fast, and it's nice. Honestly, the flight seems like it's completely ready to launch, except for hopefully they fix the moving while crouch thing, and they fix some of the animations and everything, and the consistencies of the graphics and the background and everything. So right now, my hopes are pretty high for the Halo franchise, and it's going to, I think, in my opinion, save the game. It's going to have that spike in population, because so many people remember how good Halo 2 felt. I think it fulfills that promise of bringing back how people feel when they were younger, and having the competitive nature of Halo 2. And the look of Halo 2 Anniversary using the Halo 4 engine, it feels like a brand new AAA game that just came out, and not just another thing they brought over from back then. Alright guys, I'm bringing you back for the outro of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, my overall thoughts of the flight is it is really fucking incredible, and it felt really fucking good to see the old campaign missions, play through them, go through the old voice lines, having my body have shivers and goosebumps as I'm hearing the voice of Arbiter, Chief, and all the other characters and everything. I just wish there were more and I could have finished the last mission, but I guess I'll wait until it's out. If it follows the same steps of Halo CE when the flight was and everything. Halo, it should come to Steam pretty soon, maybe in a month or two. Probably leaning more towards a month it will come out, and I'll be doing some gameplays, and I'll be doing some campaign missions as well on the channel. And yeah, I'm really excited. And please, for the love of God, 343, please don't fuck this up again. Please launch with more than one ranked playlist. I can't wait to get in there and grind it out. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe for more Halo or any other type of content that I do. I do Destiny, I do a bunch of other stuff, whatever. I appreciate you guys from taking the time and watching the video, and get excited because Halo 2 and the reason why a lot of us still play multiplayer and FPS shooters is coming to PC soon. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.